Well, fuck, I was at your pad. Wait, was I pouring loud or what? Fuck, I was at your pad. Wait, was I pouring loud or what? Fuck, I was at your pad. Wait, was I pouring loud or what? Fuck, I was at your pad. Wait, was I pouring loud or what? On the couch?
No. My homeboy Güero, I've done videos on that dude. My
And I fucking snore loud as a motherfucker too. So
I don't trip on that.
Dedicated.
shit, I snore loud than a motherfucker. Well, fuck, I was at your pad. Wait, was I pouring loud or what? On the couch?
No. I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna sit on my couch. And me and Gunn are gonna go at it.
Hey, little coca and the blunt.
Gunner and his fucking beer that lasts fucking 27 fucking years. That's the best. Hey, I'll be telling them too, hey, hold my shit. When I print it, I'll be telling them, hey, shake it. And they're like, what do I do? You better shake that shit. Shake that shit. Get it all out. What the fuck you mean?
That's crazy with me. Look at your eyebrow. I could stick a whole fierro in that fucking eyebrow right there. That's clavo right there. I can hide a whole clavo in your fucking in your brow right here.
Yeah, you don't have the balls. You don't have the balls to pick up a fierro. That's why you locked it up, bitch. You don't have the balls to pick up a fierro. That's why you locked it up. Because they wanted you to whack your Sally and you were a bitch.
Nah, that was the last one.
Fuck up. The last one.
The last solid.
Tell me a story about you being in the shoe. When were you in the shoe? Where were you in the shoe at?
Yeah,
fucking idiot.
Corker shoe.
Man, shut the fuck up. 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 You weren't built for it. You are a YouTuber killer, and you ain't shit, homeboy. Come on,
my paperwork and hang it back. Gunner, can you stop? Stop, bro, stop him before he embarrasses himself. Because Gunner, you seen my paperwork that I put up. Your paperwork can never embarrassing himself. Your paperwork
can never stack up to mine, homeboy.
I'm not trying to compete.
You can't, motherfucker.
I don't know if I can or not. I don't know if I can or not. You know what's crazy? You say that I can't compete, but you know where I can compete? I don't know what you've done.
Nowhere.
I don't know what you've done.
Nowhere can you compete with me.
I don't know what you've done.
Nowhere can you compete with me. Chafa, nowhere. Nowhere can you compete with me. Chafa, nowhere. I treated you with respect, and you came with this bitch shit. You cannot compete.
Let me know when I can talk.
You can't talk.
You're not allowed. You're not allowed.
Yes.
Listen, L, I got a question. Let me ask you a question.
What's up, Gunner? I would have never thought I came on here and wanted to talk to Gunner instead of your stupid ass.
Hey, listen. You can't fuck with me. You know you can. Call me. We've had conversation.
And we fucking handled our business, Holmes. Straight up. And believe me, we got our asses whooped when there's 30 on fucking 3 or 4. But we did our thing because we knew at the end of the day we were brown, homie. Evalta said, I'll go over there and beat your ass. Gotta check the paperwork.
How about Liza? Start spreading the news. I'm crashing today.
I don't think so.
When he went over there and they were together, and he said that he can't bust a nut when he's having sex, I thought it was because he's into men, right? And that may be the case. I don't know. That's alleged. You know, people say that about him all the time. I don't know. And whatever his preference is, hey, love is love, big dog. And that's your love. That's your love, homie. But now that we see the tool, what he's working with, he can only beat the lips up. He can't penetrate. Of course you can't nut. You can't get inside. Man, Holmes, imagine. I mean, the anger that he's like a eunuch, eh? He's like, fuck, Holmes. He would, and back in the days, he would have guarded the females and everything would have been fine. And be like, he can't do nothing. That's why he's always so angry.
Fuck you.
I'm not gonna jeopardize anybody, bro.
Ask about me, fool. You said he worked for somebody that I know personally, done hollies with. Yeah, you know already. We had these conversations. Yeah.
What conversations? I never had no conversations like that.
Stop. Hey, bro. Stop it, L. Stop lying, bro. Yeah.
Porque si no estás conmigo, sin ti la vida no es igual. Nunca nos separaremos, no te voy a dejar de amar. Por eso yo le pido al cielo que no me vayas a olvidar. Saludos Guanajuato, Hidalgo, Querétaro.
Never cooperated with the cops against anyone at any time in my motherfucking life, and fuck whoever thinks I did or says I did. That's what I gotta say about that.
You just fucked up.
So you guys are hearing it straight from the horse's mouth. That dude's homeboys, his big homeboys, told me out of their mouth, he is no good, he is a deep-breathing snitch. Dubs. That's what they said, man. That ain't, you want to live your life, bud, that's on you.
But where I'm at, where Dubs is at in life, we're good.
Let me read this before I block you, Jack. He said the dude said Dubs works for the police and he's no good and claims he heard it from Dubs' people. He's not my people, though. And second of all, works for, check this out, on my mom's rest in peace, never cooperated with the cops against anyone at any time in my motherfucking life, and fuck whoever thinks I did or says I did. That's what I gotta say about that.
Mm-hmm.
So now let me block you. You shouldn't be running for other people. You shouldn't be passing messages for other people, big dog, especially lies.
Are different.
And one of the guys, fucking from the Dumb and Dumber crew, right? The one lives out of state. The other one is always criticizing everybody, saying, if you live out of state, you can't do anything. Well, that fool lives out of state. Well, that fool lives out of state. Well, that fool lives out of state.
I personally feel that when content creators move out of state because of the content that they're creating, you forfeit that opportunity. You forfeit that right to discuss California. For someone to say that they accept their fate, no, you don't. If you ran off to another state, you don't accept your fate. You know what you're doing. You're tempting the devil. And the devil will come for you. The things you guys are doing, man, is you don't live in the state for a reason.
Fucking dumb fuck.
He's saying, if you live out of state, you can't do anything. Well, that fool lives out of state. If you piece it up, you can't do anything. Well, that fool fucking piece it up. Hey, well, and you would go, and to them, they think that's like big. Get your money, fool. But like I said on my live on that thing, you know, what does it benefit a man to gain the whole world but sell his soul, fool? And that's what these fools are doing, brother. Selling their soul, but it comes with a price, right?
And like I said before, it's a sad situation because one of the guys, if he would have stayed away from the other guy, this wouldn't be happening.
No.
You know, it maybe not in the way that it's happening now, But that's what made everybody think, like, why is he doing that? Why is he kicking it with that fool when that fool's a dirtbag over there? And that's what opened the floodgates for everybody to try to figure it out.
Of course, but a lot of homies kind of already knew, fool.
Yeah.
A lot of homies kind of already knew, fool.
Yeah.
A lot of homies kind of already knew, fool.
Yeah.
Everybody know he's went SNY. Everybody know he's went SNY.
Sonny was Dubs honest when you first chopped it up with him as a two veteranos that he pro'd off SNY, and did you find out on your own? To be honest, he didn't have to tell me. I knew. I knew. I knew. I knew. I knew. The reason I knew is because I've been on the arc. I know what it's like, what it takes for somebody that's in a situation that Dubs was in. He would have never paroled if he didn't. So the subject was never really spoken upon. And it wasn't like we had these long, deep conversations anytime. After a while, we talk every once in a while, you know, how you doing? And we did nothing big. And then he did tell me. He did tell me. And that he did parole for an anxiety. He told me why, which is up to him to tell Philippine, not me. And like I said, I just didn't. I don't think it's my place. I can't change it. I can't say anything positive about it, or I ain't gonna say nothing negative about it because I don't know anything about it. I'm trying to get out of the mentality of prison, you know what I mean? So that's where I'm at. I'm down my own battles trying to stay away from all this shit.
A lot of homies kind of already know, fool.
Yeah.
Everybody know he's went SNY.
And I will say this to you, Dubs. I understand that you live in your barrio or wherever you live at and all that. But if you had any type of discretion or at least any type of appreciation or any type of courtesy for me, you would understand that still messing with this dude to this extent, it's gonna at least propel me to say what I'm about to say. Dubs told me himself that he personally, not personally, on the phone, he went to an SNY yard. He checked in, he dropped out.
He went to an SNY yard. He checked in, he dropped out.
He went to an SNY yard. He checked in, he dropped out.
Is he a piece of shit? I can't say that about him.
I feel sorry for him, bro, because that motherfucker is straight the legit definition of pathological liar, bro. And the sad part is that he got the lame right there on his nutsack, swinging. He got Dubs swinging on his nutsack, bro. Straight. It's crazy how he turned Dubs out, bro. It's just crazy to me. Dubs was actually somebody, but you know what? The more I hear about that dude, and when he went to the SNY, yeah, he did 24 years. But at a certain point, he checked in, and he was on the SNY from my ear for years. So I couldn't even imagine what that fool fucking did on that side. Somebody was talking about he was sold up with fucking trannies and shit. Like, damn, bro, that's just crazy. Nobody could ever say that shit about me, bro. That's the one thing, bro. Nobody, bro.
Right? A lot of homies kind of already knew, fool,
Yeah.
right? And what it was this. As long as the guy was being positive, trying to help out, like staying low key, in other words, not that he was, but doing the Christian thing. You're doing the, hey, for this and that. Nobody would have said it. He would have just, then there's a few YouTubers out there that are in this situation that just do their thing, bro. Nobody said anything. So that's when it was like, dude, it's the YouTube Yarda. And then I started hearing, and he says he'll be the one. It was an old guy named OG Triple OG.
Oh yeah.
Can anyone buy back in the YouTube Yarda, or is it a one and done? Once you're deemed no good on the YouTube Yarda, ya estuvo, homie. There ain't no coming back. People like OG would never sell out for $1, especially for a vato who was deemed basura in the first place.
Old guy named OG Triple OG.
Oh yeah.
He would troll me too,
with the
bro.
mask?
Yeah. He had the voice. People said I was. You're a troll. I said, I don't got time for that shit, bro. You're crazy. So he started majorly using it, bro, and he would throw me on there. But I heard him one time. I don't know. He did some kind of thing. He's like, you know, he don't like me, this and that, but Gil smart, because I said this. I said, I don't respond to this guy, bro. That's how trolls live.
Yeah.
When you start responding to him,
there's some power.
Yeah, you're giving him power. And he's like, Gil never, and I never did, bro. Now I'm mentioning he hasn't been around a minute. Now you got kimosflix, and kimosflix is like the guy who gives you the scoops on everybody.
Yeah.
And these guys, yeah, they'll fucking expose people, bro.
But kimosflix goes. He knows who to go after.
Yeah.
He's not going after for the the person that's actually providing some for the community or the culture.
Right. Yeah. For the most part, I think now he doesn't. He's pretty much stuck on those guys, and it's like you wanna come out on YouTube. You wanna sit there and talk about all certain stuff, especially prison. It reminds me of this, bro.
Why did you do this, man? Why did you? How can I rip this? Norby's is like. Norby's is like. Well, I can't rip it. I can't rip it anymore, but whatever.
Man. What's up, everybody? It's Norby's, your host, live from North Hollywood.
The pot stalker.
Jeez.
All right, the pot stalker. He was going after you and going after me. This is a guy that doesn't know how to just quit. Like, I lost. Let me just move on.
Right.
Because they're still going at you.
Oh yeah,
and
I'm
still
sure.
going at me too in little sub shots. Like, it was not competition.
All right.
Why they come after you so hard?
The crazy part was that it had nothing to do with him, but I think what it is with that guy, I really think he's got some issues upstairs. And no, seriously, he's mental. Yeah, a little bit. He's got
he's super protective of his
he's
friends.
got, and most of those guys that hang out with each other, they got no friends, fool. Like some real friends, because when all that stuff was happening with that guy, I was saying, hey, dude, where's your friends at, bro? Like, a real friend, like, if Boo Boo was doing something, he's going, I would off air be like, hey, Boo Boo, hey, fool, slow down, you're tripping.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I tell Trap Boy all the time, hey, fool, calm down,
yeah,
way.
like, you're tripping, fool.
Come up that way.
And what they did to that guy is they set him up for failure, fool. Yep. They told him, they believed the three-finger guy came there and I hid behind. Oh, yeah. They believed that. Fucking Messi Mar, when I saw him and he fucking got all scared, he believed him, and I'm sure he told me, I punked that for the. In other words, to me, is this. It's like, if I go to somebody's hood and this fool pulls out a burner on me and busts on me, I'm gonna go, and then I'll tell the homie, hey, fool, keep lucha for this fucking guy in his car. He's gonna bust on you. He's got a strap. Instead, this fool went over there and said, oh, that fool's a punk fool. I ran to his car. I hit him, and he didn't do anything. So the homie,
they lied to him.
Yeah, they lied to him.
And he believed them.
So in his head, he said, he's done ran from these other people. He's gonna run from me too. And I'm gonna film it, and it's gonna make me look like
that was his goal.
His intentions were never to fight.
No,
his intentions were to get a viral clip
moment on
that made him look good.
And look, I stayed out here, and he never came out.
Yeah,
that's what he was.
That's what he wanted.
But what he doesn't understand, he was doxing my place. He's doxing my truck. He's doxing my place, and pretty much trying to show everybody where I'm at. Yep. Unfortunately, he fell off the top bunk. But the crazy part is, and I don't got a lie to kick it, fool. That fool went to the cops, fool.
Yeah.
That fool went to the cops, fool.
Yeah.
Mauser, Mahoney is right. The rest of your men tried as hard as these officers, we'd have this gang licked in no time. Good work, men. Keep it up. See you at the gym.
Sí, ahí está adentro. ¿Cree que debería llamar a la poli?
Pero ya lo llamaste a la poli.
No.
Llámalo.
Sí, ¿verdad?
Sí, llámalo a la poli.
Tal vez sí. Hey, wait, he took out some blood. No, está bien, gracias. Ajá. Sí. Should I call the cops on them? Should I stay here? I mean, definitely assaulting me right here. We have to prove. You guys are all witnesses. Should I shut down American Cholo now? Ooh. Hey, at least you didn't knock out my glasses. Alright guys, alright, I won. Alright guys, alright, I won.
And I don't got a lie to kick it, fool. That fool went to the cops, fool.
Yeah.
That fool went, and I'm like, really, bro? Like, what do you think the cops are gonna look at this video and think that I'm at fault or anything?
Yeah.
You're stalking me. You're calling me the B word. You're calling me a punk. You're saying everything because it was pretty much fuck around and find out, fool.
Yeah.
And
at the highest degree.
Yeah. Fuck around and find out because Gil's not that, and I'm not that guy. I'm a father. I'm this, but I ain't your punk, fool. Like,
will he open the door? I don't know. Let's find out. Let's see. Farmers insurance. I'm gonna say maybe the E. Which one do you guys think it is? Is it this guy right here? E? Gil, you in there? Gil! I'm pretty sure that's his truck right there. Says he wants to talk. Let's talk. He wants to talk about me. Let's talk. Gil, is this one your studio? I'm guessing it's one of these two because he parked his truck right next to it. Gil, I'm just here to talk. That's all. Just talk like men do. If anybody don't hold Raza accountable, let it be Raza. Gil, is that you? We might as well, this talk has been needing to happen, so maybe ring the bell. I don't mean to be rude, but I need to find him so we could actually talk like real men. If not, we'll stay here either till my phone dies or he comes out. Because we should be able to like talk as men. If not, we'll stay here either till my phone dies or he comes out. Because we should be able to like talk as men. As you can see, I have the protection. Just me by myself, nobody else. Here looking for American Cholo. That's his truck right there. Gil!
In the world of my creation, what we'll see.
Does anybody know which one it is? It's gotta be one of these. Let's see. We got farmers insurance. I don't think that's it. We do have this one. Oh, there he is, guys. There he is. Gil.
The video shows a young man in a bandana covered in what appears to be dirt or blood, repeatedly slamming himself into the front door of a house. On his third attempt to break down the door, he apparently knocks himself out after hitting his head. Stumbling after the impact, the man collapses over the front porch railing, knocking over an ornament in the process. He groans in pain as he flails his arms and raises his legs, seemingly trying to get back on his feet. But the video ends before we can see what happened next.
I'm right, aren't I? That's what really happened, isn't it? Isn't it? Yes!
So everybody, he ran back into his office. Caught me by surprise. Natural. He didn't think I'd be here. He waited exactly when I wasn't looking. Let him come back out. Let him come back out, guys. Hey, girl, how long you gonna stay in there? Gil. I think he thought I was gonna get KO'd and just leave.
This is insane, man. Okay, so do you guys give street cred to Norby's for doing what he did? Because you guys all know, you and I know that Norby's is not from the streets. Now, I myself, I've been around, you know what I mean? I was a tagger, I hang around with gangs, so I know the streets. But according to Norby's story, he was raised in North Hollywood with Asians and whites and in a nice neighborhood. So does Norby's get street cred for getting his ass beat by Gil? I don't know. What do you guys think? Give me you guys' honest opinion, man, because honestly, I think this is insane. This is what we call taking it beyond YouTube. Now, did Norby's have to do this? Did he want to do this? What proof did he want to get out of this? Did he want to prove himself being like, I'm fucking street cred, homie. I do what I do. I'm gonna go over there and set an example. Did he have to do this? And why did he do this? I don't know, man. This is a fucking insane, man. Breaking shit, man. What the hell did you do this for, Norby's? Norby's, I'm talking to you. I know I don't talk to you personally no more, but goddamn, why did you do this, man? Why did you? How can I rip this? Norby's is like. Well, I can't rip it. I can't rip it anymore, but whatever.
But I ain't your punk, fool. Like, you ain't gonna come to my spot. You especially ain't gonna come to my pad like that if I'm there, bro. Like, it ain't gonna happen. But these fools start believing the internet and believing the lies. But you know what the funny part is, BD? That all these fools that I ran into, they all sit there and lie to one another, fool. Yeah. Every single one. And
that guy's got some serious swerves. He knows what he's doing with that mouthpiece. He knows this game, and he knows how to cross people, make them look bad. Because he ain't actually going to do it.
Oh, no, for sure. No,
ain't gonna
that fool says,
you know,
why you do it to me and not to the other people? Hold on. Yeah. I look at it like, fool, every situation is different. They're not all going to be the same, right? One guy might get lucky, fool, or the other guy might not be as lucky. So when they say that, how do you feel about that?
To me, I know the truth. I don't need to sit there and make a video with these guys and respond. Like, if you notice anybody ever ran into, fool, they continue. This. Why? Because they gotta make people believe it. Right. Me, the homie I was with one of those, he's like, hey, that fool's a straight punk. I said, yeah. Fool, like, that fool went online and said, this is the internet, fool. This is what these fools do. Yeah. They will sit there and lie to their teeth about what happened. Yeah. And with every single one of them, bro, I first of all didn't go to the internet on any one of them, bro. They're the ones that jumped because they thought I was gonna go to the internet. The only guy I would say that told the truth, for the most part, when I ran into him, one guy, Neil Tuzad. Out of anybody, and that was a brother homie.
Yeah.
Me and him had some stupid ass issues at the beginning of this shit, which I can admit now that was pretty much childish, fool.
Yeah.
And me and this fool would he keep my name out. Like, you know, the big guy. And then when I saw him, he got the video. I never made a video about it. He's the only guy that kept it real. And he was like, yeah, that fool kept the same energy. Like, he was like, but he was like, yeah, this fool was like, come on, you think I'm gonna come up with this guy and then I'm gonna be scared of this fucking? Come on.
Yeah,
like, come on.
Neil's God is pretty big. We've seen him.
But that's it is crazy because out of all the guys who are so-called homies or know the game, he's the only one that kept it a buck, fool.
Yeah.
Like,
then one time, I can tell you guys another story. One time, she was pregnant with my child, right? And you know, she was involving herself in drugs, unfortunately. And she jumped in the shower, and I said, "Man, this bitch is acting real weird. She's scratching herself too much." And I grabbed her pants, and the pipe fell out of her pants. That's true, man. I was pissed.
Close your door.
Yeah, I know. My daughter should get upset. It's her mom. I don't want to get to her like that. Hey, should I tell you guys a story? One time we went to the casino, me and his baby's mom, right? And she wasn't a very sexual person. So, you know, I'm not going to sit here and bullshit and say she was with 1,000 guys. I'll say about 700, but we were up at the casino and we went with my aunt and uncle, man. They live out there in Merced, and they had, we got one suite. So it had like a 2-bed suite. It wasn't that big. So my aunt and uncle are older, you know, they're laying on their bed. And this chick, for some reason, she got promiscuous that night. She wanted to grab my chorra and suck it, right? And I was like, no, my tío and tía are there. I'm respectful, right? This chick was on me. So, hey, yeah, Brandon, she was wild that night. It was crazy, bro.
Ah, that's fucked up.
And I know you're saying to yourself, like, that's fake because she doesn't even like to suck chorra. She doesn't, which was, I've always thought about it this morning while I was taking a shower. What got into her that night? Maybe she hit the bubbler in the bathroom when I wasn't around. I don't know what got into her, but then once I can tell you guys another story. One time, she was pregnant with my child, right? And, you know, she was involving herself in drugs, unfortunately. And she jumped in the shower, and I said, man, these bitches acting real weird. She's scratching herself too much. And I grabbed her pants, and the pipe fell out of her pants. That's true, man. I was pissed.
Close your door.
Yeah, I know, my daughter. She'll get upset. It's her mom. I don't want to do her like that.
Shut up and take a hit.
Smoke dog, baby. Remember that shit. Been smoking since I was 2.
Hey, take it easy, Holmes.
I know what I'm doing, man. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, Holmes said he'll take it easy, sir. It's Angel does, Holmes.
Damn, I was beating on my door. Bueno! That's his name. I gave up his name, guys. Bueno! Get over here. Hey, my Sally had powdered milk.
Me? I'm in Debo pigeon coop sweating like a slave. And the only person to get me out was my mom.
Oh, man, we've all had those talks, no? You get so fucked up, you start telling God, I'll never do this again just to make this shit go away.
Hey, man, like, fuck, man.
Hey, when them Bulldogs gave me that KJ in New Folsom, and I didn't know, fool, and I smoked the whole thing, the whole leño.
Oh, you were like, please, God, help.
I didn't stop getting high, and I had to talk to God that day.
This KJ just keeps heading different levels, huh?
Stop getting high, fool. That shit was scary as fuck.
That's the
Hey, they told me, I don't hear your lighter. I go, lighter for what? I lit it up already. They go, no, you're supposed to put it out. Like, hit it once and see how it hits.
I hit it a couple times.
And then I fucking hit the whole, I smoked the whole fucking thing. You know what he told me? He goes, you're gonna die. I was like, what? I was already all fucked up. I was like, what?
Hey, he probably was thinking, he probably thought he was real too because no one's ever done that before.
Oh, so supposedly when they hit it, that was like the best shit you could get.
The best. Ever.
No, but like the quality of that KJ that they
had the best. Hey, everyone knows, I don't care who you are, that Fresno and San Jose had the best KJ. That shit came from San Jose.
That's what we're saying. I didn't know what the fuck you. I was a youngster and I thought the way Southerners think, like, these fucking Bulldogs, what the fuck are they smoking, homie? I smoked the whole thing.
Shit. The KJ's different.
That shit was too much.
He said, freaking Johnny gave, that's my primo, gave him KJ. My heart started beating quick and shit.
Oh, no, hey, check this out. All I knew is I needed milk, right? But I didn't know where to get it from him. My older homeboy, I made videos about it. He came to my door, and I was so slow motion. He goes, you're on that shit, huh? And homie, by the time I could answer him, I heard the second door close. He was already gone. And I was beating on my door. Bueno! That's his name. I gave him his name, guys. Bueno! Get over here. Hey, my Sally had powdered milk. I filled the whole tumbler with powdered milk and just started trying to put water in. Hey, yeah.
Yeah, you fucked up.
That was crazy.
Yeah, KJ. No joke, man. I don't even think they have that shit anymore. Hey, Ray says y'all mad official, man. Thank you, man. What's happening with you, bro?
How long was the high Slim Burger? I don't remember, homie. I know it was horrible. I didn't think I was ever gonna not be high. That's because what I told myself, right? I said I'm gonna hit it until I feel something. on the I felt it, and I was like, this whole thing's almost gone. So I hit it again. I left like a roach, homie, and then oh my god, yeah, that was the worst feeling ever.
I'm telling you, that shit right there is a different level, a whole another level. A few hours later, those were still fucked up. It's a Cuba Raza, smoking KJ is like BCP, pretty much. Yeah, it's pretty much.
The next day I did it again. The next day I did it again. My Sally was home. The next day, that time my Sally wasn't there. We was at school. The next day they gave us another leño, and we went back to back. He back.
Oh yeah, those was on over. He's like, fuck the word. And he said, mira, fuck the word.
Look. No, what was my Sally at the time?
No, that's in the movie. But what happened?
No, but the Paisa was the one I said you like ruining people's lives by time. Hey, look, so they released Yard. He goes, fuck no. He goes, we're too fucked up. Don't go out. I said, what the fuck you mean don't go out? I went out.
So I hit it real hard, right? As soon as he said that, I started feeling funny as hell. Next thing I know, I was running down the street in my damn dog.
Yes, I got one too.
And anybody that knows me knows I don't do drugs. It's not my thing. Never was my thing, right?
I could roll a leño, like I could roll a leño and it looks like a cigarette.
And anybody that knows me knows I don't do drugs. It's not my thing. Never was my thing, right?
Oh shit. You done fucked up, man.
And anybody that knows me knows I don't do drugs. It's not my thing. Never was my thing, right?
You done put two of America's most wanted in the same motherfucking
The wind was blowing,
Break out the champagne.
Baby, bring it on. That's the move.
Anybody can get it noodle style, right, big dog? And anybody that knows me knows I don't do drugs. It's not my thing. Never was my thing, right?
Snakes are spicy right now. Get it, girl. That's just rude. Get it, girl, then.
No, it's not rude. I thought you was tired. Because last night when you got off the line, you're like.
And anybody that knows me knows I don't do drugs. It's not my thing. Never was my thing, right? But he said that I was tweaking and that I mistook tablets for cell phones. Anybody that knows me knows I don't do drugs. It's not my thing. Never was my thing, right?
Knowing that you ain't no good to the Sureños. You're no good, boy. You ain't no good. Ain't no one who rolls up butt naked with one shower shoe on twacked out good to anyone.
Nah.
So, Dubs, why won't you ever answer certain questions that your viewers and your subscribers have about your history in prison?
I remember in the 90s when I was in New Folsom.
Nah.
Why have you been ducking and dodging certain questions about you since day one? Huh? Especially when people who know you and did time with you been calling you out on it. Why you been blocking them dudes? Huh? Why do you block those who were there with you, Joker? Especially at New Folsom when you rolled up, butt naked, with one shower shoe on, twacked out of your mind.
Nah.
But they brought up the fact that they've asked you questions that you ducked and dodged. Why don't you tell them why, Dubs? Why don't you tell them the truth that you were really a Levi in there?
I don't speak for nobody. I'm a content creator. I'm not in them streets. I'm not running around shooting people up no more.
Knowing that you ain't no good to the Sudanese. You're no good, boy. You ain't no good. Ain't no one who rolls up butt naked with one shower shoe on twacked out good to anyone. But you love to be on here giving these false impressions like you were all that, you're mas chingon, you were all stand up, like you were respected in there when you weren't. Tell the truth. Tell the truth about yourself, son. And all of this projecting you're doing, right? Enjoying the fact that we're mentioning your names like we do. Tell the truth, Dubs. You do the same thing to Wes Watson. You've done the same thing to Chill from 6 into Life. You've done the same thing to many others. And never mind that you were caught trolling in my comments. Never mind that you used to come on my lives. Never mind all that. That's neither here nor there, but we know that. Those who've watched me from day one know that. You've been in my lives with your own channel. But you've also been in there on troll accounts that everybody knew was you. You and Gunners. So while you sit here and project as if you don't do the same shit that you accuse everyone else of, when how many videos weekly you put out on Wes Watson, begging for Wes Watson to shout you out, huh? Give you some name recognition, huh? You forget that, huh? But you try to look down on everybody else and call us whatever you want. You do the same thing, boy. You do the same things, boy. But see, I understand PTSD because I'm trained to deal with this. And I understand that what you speak about on here more often than not is what traumatized you about prison. Because you were traumatized by that experience. That's why you go on and on and on and on. That's why you avoid certain questions about yourself. Huh? That's why you'll never admit to rolling up butt naked with one shower shoe on, twacked out, huh?
Nah!
Because you're traumatized by that experience. But just let it out, son. Let it out. Just cry one time. You can do it. But know your place. Because I'll put you in it. And as much as you enjoy getting your name, getting the name recognition and us calling you out and saying your name and acting like you don't, because we all know that it runs up your views. For every time we do it, it draws attention to you. And you know you're getting paid off that. So don't be fronting like you don't enjoy it.
Nah!
You're just getting clowned, Joker. That's all. You're just getting clowned. You want the name? You want the claim to fame? You want to be all that? Well, here you go, buddy. Because the truth is, you know you rolled up. You know you're a leva. Just accept those facts. Just accept those facts, boy. Come out the closet now. Come on, Dubs, you could do it. Come out the closet. Ain't no shame in your game. Or is there? Or are you full of shame? And that's why you can't answer these questions. Huh? When you know they were there with you. And you know they seen it. You're gonna be all right, little buddy. You got a lot of groupies supporting you. You got a whole lot of groupies that support you, and they ain't gonna never stop supporting you. They don't come over here and troll me on account of you defending an honor that you never had. You were never honorable. You were never respectable. You were always a dope fiend in there. But you'll never admit to that, huh? Remember when you and Gunners used to come on there drunk all the time and I used to clown you?
Anybody can get a noodle style, right, big dog?
Shakes are spicy right now. Get it, girl. That's just rude. Get it, girl, then.
No, it's not rude. I thought you was tired.
Remember? Won't you admit that I'm the one who got you to stop drinking like that? Huh? Why don't you be honest with yourself, little boy? Maybe you'll grow up to be a man like me someday. That can stand on his own. That can go out in public. That can go to his hood. That can go live and do it for hours, regardless. You can never, boy. You ain't gonna never be respected by the real Sureños, homie. Never. Never.
What did I miss? She spoke.
And when Adam 16 tells them to jump, these motherfuckers will jump. And I hope to God their numbers start falling and their followers start seeing that these guys are literally getting used by one güero. This güero is on fucking cloud 9. This güero is just literally is thinking, I have the fucking browns and the blacks working for me. These motherfuckers all work for me. They're gonna act like fucking monkeys for me. The blacks are gonna be monkeys for me. The browns are gonna be monkeys for me. I think it's crazy how these fools they're monkeys. The blacks on no jumper are monkeys. The browns on no jumpers are monkeys because they're gonna jump every time Adam 16 says jump. Jump. Fucking was to get to Adam 16. I already knew American Cholas go.
You are an abuser. Here's the report. That's a thick report from CPS in Oregon.
Just got it.
Months later, since you never.
What are you talking about? We used to shop at the dollar store. What are you talking about for clothes and shit? What are you talking about? You wish I fucking sucked your dick, fool. Fucking disgusting with your one ball. Ripping. Never wanted to go down when I seen that fucking shit. You wish. You wish. No, you need to look out for yourself and get your ass some surgeries or something to bring that other nut down. That's what you need to do.
So anyways, your motherfucker was wearing the same exact dirty ass look now.
So what nobody gets though is he's talking all this shit about her, and they've been separated since 2016. But he's got her name still tatted across his neck.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I know. It's embarrassing.
Someone who's in that lifestyle, institutionalized for a long time, it's really do that. Father. But I did that. That's part of being a man, stepping up and taking care of your responsibilities. So I expressed to all the guys out there, man, that are bitchy, man, just because they've been locked up or they've been part of that gang life. You just switch life around to change, man. If you're not going to change for yourself, I'm going to change for your kid, right? I don't like it. So I did that.
So how did you change for your kid when you abused her the past 8 years?
14, 15, or whatever, right? I got my daughter when she was young. She was only like 3 or 4 years old. And her mother was going through some things. Her mother just is what it is, right? Well, let's just say that she was going through some things on the
So were you?
Both of us were. Come on, man.
And you
just
still are.
barely left to Portland, Oregon.
You were recently hospitalized for paranoia and drug use.
Recent.
On the weekends, that's the slack or mom, that's it's all good. You feel better. She's good. That baby mom is good with it. This one was different. So
is that baby mama the one in the CPS reports who called on you?
First time my mom was only scared like one time in 8 years.
I fall on the phone, bro. Come on.
No, we went up to Oregon. You cracked your window down about an inch because you were scared. Your mom and your stepdad brought her down to our house and was here.
The time you were tweet the fuck out. Scared of who's it? Stranger. Who's a stranger?
So what is the reason why you couldn't get your daughter to counseling that was court ordered since you're such a baller?
What are you hiding?
Ain't nobody hiding out here. I walked in the front of the courtroom, out the front of the courtroom. You had your lawyer escort you out scared.
from Southern Yarda. And she was supposed to do that at a certain point. She was supposed to drop my daughter off, but she never did.
No, the
I
reason.
did it because there was allegations. How am I gonna drop my daughter off to you when there's allegations, bro?
2 weeks into the visit down here, your daughter started saying how you've been abusing her the past 8 years.
From the
Was
time
scared to go home.
she was 4.
She told her lawyer that she was scared to death of you. She was scared of your mom, your stepdad.
Right? Mom, over here. Sit.
A couple months ago, another northern writer, right? Speak on it. Because I guess this woman got a hold of him and he wanted to talk that shit, calling me all abusers and all kinds of stuff.
You are an abuser.
Okay.
Here's the reports. That's a thick report from CPS in Oregon.
Just got it.
I don't like people moving behind me, sitting behind me and shit. You gonna sit back there, you gotta sit the fuck still. I don't like that shit. This motherfucker's crazy, man.
I thought we were gonna give him a break until he says something else, and then we just fucking bone him. Just bone him. Just bone him. Just bone him. Just bone him. I thought we were gonna give him a break until he says something else, and then we just bone him. We just bone him.
No, I don't want to bone. Yeah, I'm good with that. I mean, you'll step.
I know, but I'm saying like in a like.
No diddy. No
put
diddy.
the fucking final nail in it.
In the video games, he means a no diddy. Look, I'm gonna hit her with the reaction.
No diddy, not like that. We're not really like. My shit don't. My shit will never work when it comes to a man. If he wants to go there, it's easy. He's a. Like, I'm not gonna say what I feel. I already said what I feel. I already said what I know. I said what I see. You know, but if he goes there, then...
Fidgety, man, I'm right about it. I'm always right. It's like when I'm right, I'm right. And when I'm wrong, I could have been right. So I'm still right because I could have been wrong.
That makes sense.
So at first I tried to go through legal channels, but the cops, think they were any help? Gave me the runaround. Yeah, that's when I decided to take the law into my own hands. The law. The law.
A frightening situation for a neighborhood on the northwest side after residents woke up to gunshots and a SWAT team arriving on the scene. News for Tucson's Lupita Murillo is live on the northwest side with details on what we know so far. Lupita.
Well, I can say that officials tell me it involves a double shooting that took place in this house right behind me, and now officials are looking for William Bick, who is still on the run.
Heard a lot of little gunshots, but not really loud. And I've seen a lot of the lights and sheriffs out there with guns, and it's really scary. I didn't know what was going on.
Ursula Salazar lives a few doors down from the house where PCSD says 2 people were shot.
The information I have is there was an adult male and an adult female, both struck by gunfire. They were able to leave the residence and transport themselves to the hospital.
Sources tell News 4 Tucson 2 women and a child were inside when the shooting happened. They were out before the SWAT team made entry.
They had information that the suspect is either the owner or the resident of the house, so they were just being extra cautious in case he was inside, and maybe he was armed. Anytime there's a shooting, we take extra precautions. So just want to be safe.
At the same time, deputies were keeping the surrounding areas safe as well.
I get a very loud pounding bang on my door, and it's the sheriff's department advising us to not leave our home, that there's a situation going on in the neighborhood.
Officials tell us the victims who were shot are in stable condition. Again, if you have any information about this, you are urged to call 911 or 88 Crime.
Well, this is it, kid.
Wait, I got an idea. What's going on, officer?
We're looking for an escaped convict, ma'am.
We heard on that on the radio. Right, honey?
Have you seen this man?
Blast! He better had unboiled.
That is what convicts' perspective would take a different turn. It started to escalate. Then the trolls would show up in hopes of destroying his YouTube career.
Then the trolls would show up in hopes of destroying his YouTube career.
Then the trolls would show up in hopes of destroying his YouTube career.
You guys are a bunch of friggin' pussies. You know, and I don't care if people can. I don't like the behavior. Okay? I don't like the behavior. I don't like it, period. Period.
Yeah, it's not cool.
It's like, it's not even a way to behave. Normal people don't act like that. Normal people don't act like that.
A friend would introduce Ralph Molina, aka Casper, to Flacco. According to reports, Casper was a booster, and the relationship looked to be beneficial to Flacco in some ways. The two would get along from the outset, or so it seemed. But Flacco knew little about Casper's background. He was, according to some, an active Sereno with family members in high places. And hate was in his blood, but Flacco did not know that hate and jealousy was brewing. Casper would ask if he could rent a room from Flacco, and he agreed. Before long, it was clear that Casper was getting high and living a life of mischief. High on meth, Casper started tuning into the YouTube channel. And was reading comments and watching troll videos. Casper would start to do his own investigations, learning more about the man he was renting a room from. In his mind, he did not like what he was hearing. It was against what he believed in, or so it seemed for the moment. He would tell some of the women that were around both men that he felt Flacco was a sucker for going out how he went out. Instead of being a man as he claimed, he was telling Flacco how he felt. He would talk behind his back. Jealousy seemed to be the real reason for his hate. Some people allege Flacco was hustling. Was it true? Only he knows that. But on the night of June 9, 2023, Flacco, Casper, and Priscilla, Casper's side chick, were all sitting at a table in the dining room when Casper began to talk about the plugs he had. The bravado between these men would escalate, and Flacco would chuckle that if he had plugs, why was Casper so broke? Casper would get into his feelings. The pot boiled and then began to overflow. The two men would begin to argue. Casper, embarrassed in front of this woman about Flacco's insinuations that he was a nobody, jumps up from the table and yells, "I don't give a fuck how big you are," and would grab for his phone, pretending he had a gun. This mistake was fatal. Pretending to have a gun has been the death of many young men. And in an act of self-defense, Flacco would pull a real gun, not a cell phone. A .40 caliber was in his hand in an instant. One shot would ring out, leaving Casper laying on the floor, crying out in pain. He apologized through tears and would scream, "Please, don't kill me." Flacco could have ended his life, but realizing that Casper had only his cell phone in his hand, showed restraint, probably saving his own life from prison and Casper's life from death. The bullet would ricochet off Casper's bone, hitting Priscilla in the leg. She too would yell out in pain, as Flacco yells to Priscilla to get Casper the fuck out of his house. In distress, Priscilla shouts out, "Don't shoot him no more." Flacco's response was simple, "Just get the fuck out." Priscilla would take Casper to a local hospital, and no one was there to help them. There was no doctor at the urgent care to mend Casper's gunshot wound. They would then call 911, and for all the things that Casper did not like Flacco for, he would now do by signing a statement implicating Flacco in the crime at hand. A crime that seemed on its face, a crime of self-defense. Police would surround Flacco's house, and he would be nowhere to be found. He was hiding out until he could get in contact with his attorney. And as this YouTube world knows, he would turn himself in offering those statements. Some things are stranger than fiction.
There have been many instances where young men have lost their lives pretending they had a gun and they really didn't. And I think in this situation, we go back to the beginning where people were speculating, talking, "Hey man, Flacco was doing this out of his house, he was doing that. These people tried to rob him." You heard all the stories, but that's not really what happened. What happened was Flacco met this dude, thought he was all right. Let's keep it real, right? Real and raw, Flacco was a leader. He was a leader in life. Regardless of his past and what he's done, he was a leader, right? You don't just go from being a leader to, being a nobody.
I was like you. I decided it'd be cool to hang out with some of the tough kids. You know who I'm talking about. They were hanging on the streets late at night. More than cigarette smokers' homes. And then, one day, I got shot out of a catapult. That's it. Okay. Into the mouth of a dragon.
Students, everything you've heard here today is a lie.
I don't lie anymore.
Hey, what's going on, everybody out there? So check it out. Put out the video of me not being a dropout, and notice when I was doing the videos they kept interrupting me, they kept turning off, right? I'm telling you guys. So then 2 days later, I get pulled over for no reason and the white cop was being hella rough for me, right? And then after that, the very, very next day, fucking military dudes jumped me in the store or fucking beat the shit out of me in the store. And nobody else was around for a good couple of minutes. Fucking pants were falling. It was all bad, dude. And then the very next day, I wake up and there's 2 sheriffs behind my car when I was smoking in front of my family member's house. So I'm kind of getting the point here. They don't want me to rap and do YouTube. So, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be rapping, you guys. I might keep it going. It's just going to try to kill me over this shit and fucking, I might as well just shut the hell up. learn my fucking lesson and just shut the fuck up. So much for the homie rap scene. And yeah, fucking blackballed me bad, man. Yeah, a lot of military and police fucked me up this week, man. Really dirty. So on that note, I'm gonna be probably taking some videos down, and I might come back doing this again. YouTube podcasting, maybe. I don't know.
Look at me! I shouldn't even be here! So I got really deep in the crimes. I did a drive-by at my own daughter's quinceañera. Yeah! Shot up everybody, dead, killed! Yeah! Yeah! Then I got sucked into a wormhole. Consequences?
That's it, okay. Everybody go.
I was in another dimension. Tried to introduce my own parents to each other. Almost failed. Arm was disappearing. I invented Johnny Be Good at my parents' prom. And at the last moment, they kissed and it came back.
The faster we get away from him, the better.
But that's how real it is out here for me, y'all. Everybody else was, in my book, was just an actor, and fucking me, I was just too real for fucking TV. You start speaking the truth, you start speaking out on people, you start, calling people out. They're gonna fucking shadow ban you somehow. Make me shut the fuck up. So I'm out of here, you guys.
Oh, nobody believe me. Where's my crack? Where's my crack?
What's going on, Sid?
You rat fucked my colors.
Yeah, I'm just screwing around. Give the back off, Blood. What are you gonna do?
I think I'm gonna shoot him.
Oh, jeez.
I have forgot, homie, that the trip that I went with, well, we weren't even planning to go. When we went over here, it was kind of fucking packed. So we're like, fuck, let's go take a drive. I forgot I had the shirt that fucking Baedo made me.
Oh, man, I didn't mean anything. Please, Jesus, please. Put the damn gun away, man. Get her out of here. God damn it, I didn't mean anything. Come on, give me a break. Oh, Jesus, I tried. Please, God. You shoot him and I'll blow your motherfucking brains out.
Nobody lives forever.
That's a fact. Now shoot the fucker. Oh, God, no, Jesus. I was just fooling around. I didn't mean nothing. Kiss your fucking colors, man.
Come on. Because it's on the back, homie. It's not in the front. It's in the back. So I fucking forgot. As soon as we pulled up there, my girl's like, hey, you got your shirt on? I'm like, shit.
I like your colors. I love your fucking colors. Your colors are wonderful. Oh, Jesus, I'm feeling here.
But see, it would have passed if you would have had the series one. Because they got series
No,
one.
yeah, they got the series. No, look, hey, right there, like, shit.
Yeah. They would have been at you.
There's nothing wrong with you making it through our territory as long as you come in peace.
Yeah, they would have been at me. Hey, as soon as I walked, I was already in. My girl's like, I go, man, should I just take it off? Just wear my tank top. My girl's like, you got dogs all over you. What's the difference? I'm like, shit. And I had all the kids. I had the kids with me, the girls.
Yeah.
Hey, watch where the you going.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Oh. I didn't see you had a baby there, man. I'm sorry. I ain't trying to fight nobody with a baby.
Yeah, hell yeah, you won't.
Lucky motherfucker.
Huh? Well, you're lucky I'm carrying this baby. Some of that.
Look, man, you need to move on, all right? I already told you. I'm not gonna fight you.
Huh. That's what I thought, punk. Psst. Wanna go? Because we can go right now, dog. What's going on, all right?
Man, what the hell are you doing, man?
What? Trying to bob and weave it.
What?
You bitch ass, punk ass motherfucker. Let's go. Come on, man. Come on, don't look at your boys. Look at me.
And I was like, fuck, man. So I was like, I'll just turn it inside out. You know what I'm saying? Just face down, and I looked stupid, eh? I was like, fuck that. I took it off, eh? I went with the tank top. I'm like, fuck it.
take your colors off, you can walk through.
We don't do that.
It's just our mark. It don't mean we're at war. You go as civilians, okay? You go as soldiers, I gotta come down on you. Now take off your colors. Hey, you hear me?
Yeah. I mean, but hey, I was in there with it on, and I was spotted like that.
Do you ever struggle with feeling left out? This is a tough one. It sucks and it hurts when we think we are being left out. Part of this is because of our human survival instinct to not be left out so that we can be a part of the clan, because we are communal beings, we are relational beings. And traditionally, we have needed to be a part of the clan in order to survive. We couldn't actually survive out in the wilderness on our own, and so we need to be connected to others. We cannot be left out or kicked out, or we will die.
Because I just did my own thing. I called and checked in and worked, and I didn't have really, I had a cool relationship at first with each one of them, but I don't know. You know, this is my personal opinion. This is what I feel, and this is what I kind of do know, is that people felt that my past was going to affect their channel. People wanted to sit there and push me to the side. People wanted to just sit there and push me to the side. People wanted to just sit there and push me to the side.
You're on Hoodstocks. Talk to us.
This guy.
What up, Dr. Veer? Hey, didn't this fool do a conversation with Convicts for Texas? Isn't that for a PC and that for what, dog? I don't know. In the Bay Area, dog. We don't talk to fucking PCs like that, homie. Chalice, homie. I don't know. Did you talk to Convicts Perspective?
I talked to a Convicts Perspective. I know Flaco, and to my acknowledgement, he's not a PC. To my acknowledgement, and the thing is that when me and him had a conversation,
But they have PC conversations on that platform.
That's on them. My platform, my conversation is the same with everybody. You know what I mean? Whatever conversations they have going on, my thing is to push out my message. You know what I mean? And Flaco, he's been respectful with me. To my acknowledgement, he's not a PC. And I don't agree with every platform of what they do, the message they push, and everything. And I can't agree with everyone. I push my message, and that's it. You know what I mean? And
so you're willing to just get on any old platform and just to push your message? That's basically what you're doing.
I'm not willing to get on any platform. I'm willing to get on the platforms that people that have showed me respect. You know,
through YouTube? Or you know him in person?
I know him.
You know him personally.
I know Flaco in person.
Okay.
I know Flaco in person. We've been in person together. I talked to him, and that's it. You know, he showed me respect. I showed him respect. You know, he knows where I live. I know where he lives. Everything. You know what I mean? And that's it. Like I said, anybody that shows me respect, I'm gonna show them respect. Unless you got shit that's on your shit, like you fucking snitch, you fucking child molester, rapist, this and that, that's a no-go. If you piece it up. To my acknowledgement, he's never pieced it up in prison. He doesn't no longer want to gangbang and that shit. And he might talk about things that I don't agree with on his platform, but I never share my opinions on his things. We never talk about the things that he's talking about.
But you were on his platform, though.
I've been on his platform.
That's cool, though.
I've been on this platform, and my message has been on this platform. It says, hey, Güero, your message is good. I would like to share it on the platform. I said, put it on there. You know what I mean? And I put my message on his platform.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's it. But it's not like I'm agreeing to everything that he's saying on his platform. I don't agree with people sharing certain details and certain stuff. But since me and him know each other in person, and he liked my message I was sharing, he said, well, your message would be good on my platform. And I said, yeah, I'll throw my message on there. You know what I mean? And I shared the message. And I said, hey, you know what? This is how I feel about this and this and that. And my message will share on his platform. And like I said, I know Flaco, and he knows me. He has showed me respect. If I ever see him or hear him talking about me or about my message and things are bad, then it would be different.
The phone calls are done. Stop calling. Phone calls are done. All right, my G. Well, this has been dope, bro. You know what I mean? Appreciate you coming through, dog. The platform, dog. You know what I mean? Anything you'd like to say while we end this right now?
That's it. And people wanted to sit there and push me to the side, but yet they all got their own skeletons.
All right, let's run it. So, you know, the last few days have been a roller coaster ride, right? Up and down, homeboy.
So he was convicted of it for lewd act on a child, rendered appellant ineligible for relief. So that means he was ineligible. We affirm the standards for determining whether rehabilitation has occurred or high. There is no circumstances under which the statutory scheme requires
When I started this Gunners Collective, back at it, like a motherfucker smacking. We ain't even got time to sing right now. It feels good though, huh, when we do that? But we ain't really got that type of time right now. See, because this is breaking news. This is probably the break the back news more than I've ever said before. And I hate to say it, man, but I was right. I'm not the one to come out later and say, I told you so, or none of that. But I was right. And I hate to say it, man, but I was right. I'm not the one to come out later and say, I told you so, or none of that. And I hate to say it, man, but I was right. I'm not the one to come out later and say, I told you so, or none of that. And I hate to say it, man, but I was right. I hate to put it out there. And I know there's going to be a lot of naysayers and a lot of people are going to have a lot to say. But when it all comes out, and it's about to really come out now, Pensan la tira. That's all I can say. Gil Tejada, the American Cholo. A lot of people support him. A lot of people support his movement. Respect his get down. Respect everything he says. Now that's real player shit, right? Everyone respects that. But really, who is this guy? Do you really know? Do I really know? Well, I really know now. I hate to say it, Gil, but it's over, man. It's done, bro. Your filth has been found out. Now, the past couple of days, people have been going in on me because I kicked it with Cowboy. You know, and everyone's saying, well, he's on this type of law and that type of law. It's like this and like that. And like I know everything, like I knew everything when I pull up. You know, but I'm here to tell you there's a big difference from what he went through to what Gil was going through or is about to go through. Oh, I see the storm coming. It's about to be a tornado, a hurricane. That's it.
I can't even begin to comprehend what goes through your mind and do some of the things that you do. And, you know, I had my own reaction to what you did, and thank God that, you know, nothing else came of it. And now cooler heads will prevail, you know. I hope that one day you will find whatever it is you're looking for, homeboy, but you're not going to find it with me. I give you blessings, homie. Peace be with you, player.